So watch this. We'll be right back.
What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time. Take back the power. What's your plan?
Take back the power. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday.
Somebody just bought something, John.
Sold. What did we sell? Who bought that?
The computer.
Yeah.
Oh, the Tic Tacs.
Bought the farm. We are here. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day outside, and we are here to talk to you all about Final Order Cutoff. So, Dom just informed me this is our 22nd show doing FOC Roundup, which is, I think that's pretty impressive.
We missed 2 weeks because...
Well, we didn't do it last week because I was gone, and we didn't do 1 week because you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
So it should be our 24th show, maybe.
Yeah, technically.
But, you know...
Oh, you know what? We dropped the ball.
Whatever. It happens. Stuff happens. Can't do this from Portland. But anyway, the reason that we do this show is to help you, our loyal fans, out, and to help comic book fans around the world out, because this is how the comic book ordering process works. Okay, so once a month, you know, we have the giant previews catalog that comes in from Diamond. Once a month, I have to sit down and I have to go through that entire catalog and order what I think would work for the store. So that happens once a month. I just finished February's catalog order yesterday. It was due at 5 o'clock this morning, so that's all in, that's all gone, which is great. But that's like throwing a dart at a massive target. And what Final Order Cutoff allows us to do, it allows us to shrink that target on a weekly basis and to go over a small chunk of titles. Because if you've ever seen the previews catalog, it's massive. I'm wrecking the set. That's fine. I'll bring it next time.
I've seen previews.
You know what a previews looks like. It's this big-ass phone book-looking book that's got literally everything from every publisher known to man,
like
mostly.
The size of your ego.
Yeah, thank you.
Big.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I have to work on
you gotta make it bigger.
making that smaller.
Oh, bigger.
No,
man.
bigger ego.
Ashcan
edition of John's ego. But so FOC allows us every week, every Monday, retailers go through and there's a chunk of those books that are on Final Order Cutoff. That's what FOC stands for. FOC is our last chance as retailers to adjust our numbers before the books ship out to us. Okay? And that's important because if you don't tell me that you want something, the perfect example is all of the Iron Man 2020 stuff. We ordered Iron Man 2020. That makes sense. You know, we copied all the subscribers onto Iron Man. But there's a whole slew of these 2020 tie-ins, which we have talked to you about right here on this show that then gets posted to our YouTube channel to gauge interest, to see what people are looking for. When I don't get any requests, when I don't have anybody that says, I would like to subscribe to that book, you know what I do? I order 0. Because I'm not willing to take a risk and put my money up on the rack on the off chance that something's going to sell. So that's why we do this. We do this to gauge interest, to figure out how to order comics. And, you know, 2020, all the Force Works and the Iron Man stuff, besides the regular Iron Man title, we cut it. It's on a subscription-only basis, so if you want a copy, we can add it to your sub and reorder the back issues for you. So that's kind of a unique situation for that particular series. One of the more interesting ones that has played a role in the last couple of weeks, we're talking about Batman 89 and Hell Arisen #3. These books were both on FOC the beginning or middle of January, and so once we had our orders in, our orders were locked. That's it. You know, we set our numbers, we look at sell-through rates, we look at how many people are subscribed to the books and how many copies we're selling off the rack. And then I have to make a decision on how many copies to order, because I generally try to order, for the most part, to sell out. Like, you know, having a back issue to put in the boxes, that's cool if it's 1 or 2, but I can't take a risk and dump, you know,
There's too many titles.
There's too many comics. There's too many comics that come out every single week. And, you know, Batman was kind of a catalyst between having Tom King leaving the book, even though James Tynion is killing it. sales have trended down on Batman, which has caused us to order less copies. And then all of a sudden, DC lets us know after the books have FOC'd that there's a new first appearance of this character called Punchline, Joker's new girlfriend, kind of like a Harley Quinn sort of character. And you guys, flooded us with requests for the books. Some of those requests were filled, some of those weren't. Unfortunately, we're still at the mercy of Diamond shipping us the product and have shortages and damages and all of that stuff on top of a stupid hot book that everybody's on the lookout for. So if you want to hit me with the Punchline graphic, we're gonna do this really quick as a segue into why FOC is so important. This is a checklist of all of Punchline's next appearances. You can see that 89 and Hell Arisen 3 are already gone. They're sold out. There are second prints of both of those books that are on their way. I already have my orders in for those, so if you would like to get a copy, we will pull a copy from the quantity that's going to go up on the rack. Her next first appearance, her first full appearance is going to be in Batman number 92. 89 came out last week. 90 comes out next week. 91 has already been ordered. 92 has not passed FOC yet. I believe that FOC for 92 is next Monday. But we are taking orders for all of this stuff right now so that you don't miss out on the appearance of this cool new character. And something to add to that, so the regular cover for Batman 92 is going to be a Tony Daniel cover. He's been doing them since, I want to say, the Bane, what was it called? City of Bane. And this cover that you're seeing right here was originally solicited as the variant cover for Batman 94. However, the response to this character has been so overwhelming that DC has moved this cover up from issue 94 to the variant cover for issue 92. Again, this book is on FOC next Monday. So not this coming March 3rd. I want to say that's March 9th. But we're taking pre-orders for this stuff right now. So if you don't want to miss out, let us know so that we can have copies for you. Batman 94 is also going to be very important to her as a character and character development. The main cover, again, is going to be by Tony Daniel. Francesco Mattina, who's been doing all of the variants on Batman, is redoing a cover for Batman 94 that will include Punchline on it. So Batman 94 is on that checklist. The Joker 80th Anniversary one-shot, which is going to be $9.99, is on FOC at the end of March, but that is going to contain her origin story. And just like Action and Detective and Wonder Woman and Flash, there's going to be kind of images of Joker throughout the decades. There's a whole host of amazing creators that are doing covers for that. That book is going to be $9.99, but again, it is going to have Punchline's origin in that comic book. Then we've got Batman Secret Files number 3 and Nightwing 72, 73, and 74. So, if you don't want to miss out, we've already had people, we posted this checklist to our social media on our Facebook page. If you don't want to miss out on any of this stuff, let us know right now. I don't care that we're not at FOC for this stuff. That. Yeah, people are already sending all of the requests in for these things, which is fantastic. So let us know. But that's why this is so important. Go ahead.
Exactly. Can I say one thing? This show is not really as interactive as the Thursday night stream. I'm seeing some of your comments, but the way my setup has to work, I can't respond to anything. So I can see everything you guys are asking. Eric Rogers, and we got your message and stuff like that. But this show is more about information.
Yeah.
So listen.
What I do? Sorry. What I do at the end of the show is I'll go through and I watch the comments from this video on Facebook. I look at the comments after we finish this video, we save it, we upload it to YouTube. So if you don't follow, I'm saying that to you while we're going live on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, you can follow us on YouTube so that you can watch these videos and still get all of this information and let us know what you want to order. But on Monday, it sucks. It's actually a huge pain in the butt because I have to look at our Facebook post, I have to look at the shares that we do in the 3 local comic groups, I have to look at this video, I have to look at the YouTube video, messages, I have to look at emails, and I have to get all of that info and take that all in and then make it all work in the computer through Comic Suite. So I try to do my best at that.
That's why we have the 5 o'clock cutoff too.
Exactly. So
because it's too much.
So that's why this is super important. But yes, if you can comment right now, that's totally cool. Just
We'll get to it later.
be specific. Let us know if you want all that stuff. If you want the main covers, if you want to add it to your subscription, let's get rid of this, and we'll talk about how the rest of this is going to work. There's basically two ways that you can add any of the stuff that we're going to talk about to your hold slot. You can say that you would like to subscribe to the book, and subscription means that we will get you the next coming issue and the issues that follow that until you tell us to drop that title from your hold slot. Or you can comment that you would just like to pull a copy or multiple copies if you're so inclined. And if you're using the pull terminology, please make sure that you indicate the issue, the cover, and then how many copies that you would like to order. I had one guy, after they bumped the Punchline variant to 92 with Archer, he's like, I want 15 copies of it. And I was like, I can get that for you because it's before FOC. As long as I know this stuff before Final Order Cutoff, not a problem. So just let us know, and we try to be as open and communicative as possible. You can message us on Facebook. You can call the store. You can come in and let us know when you pick your box up. You can do any of that. We're pretty easy to get a hold of between Dom and I. We want to get you the comics that you want. That's my goal in life, is to get you the things that you want.
We want them to spend money.
Exactly, because that helps to pay rent and
Right.
salaries and employees and all that sort of stuff. So that's my little. I'm going to get off my soapbox now, so we can talk about the comics that are actually on Final Order Cutoff. This stuff is all going to be on FOC this coming Monday, March 2nd. It's already March, and that's freaking
Already,
me out.
man.
That means 2 months until Free Comic Book Day, which is not enough time.
Right. Oh, jeez, thanks for the reminder.
I know. Most of the titles that we're going to talk about here are in stores on March 25th. So again, let us know if you want to order any of this stuff before 5 p.m. on Monday the 2nd. That's our personal cutoff time. If you're watching this show and you have a different local comic shop, that's totally cool. Ask them. Ask your local comic shop when they would like to get this information from you so that they can make sure that they order the comics that you want to order. The actual final deadline is by 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's what time Diamond has to have the orders in. We say 5 because I can't be here that late. So, and I don't even work on Monday. Monday's my day off, but I have to come in to do FOC. So please get us your information before 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday. If you're watching this show and you're not one of our regular customers, reach out to your local comic store and find out what their information is. Okay. We talked about the sub versus pull. Sub gets the title added to your hold slot with subsequent issues. Pull means that you would just like one or as many as you want to order of whichever cover. But again, please be very clear in your comment whether you want us to pull a copy for you or subscribe you to that title. John Rink, looking at you. Is he out front?
Rink. I don't know, who's Bert Beatty?
I don't know.
He's telling us to pull a bunch of stuff, but he doesn't have an account.
Well, that's fine. We can make you
can sign
account.
up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not a problem.
Get in touch
Just
with
get in
us.
touch with us. Send us a message to the store Facebook page, and we'll get it all worked out for you. Okay, here we go. From DC this week, we're going to kick it off with Action Comics 1021. Metropolis Down, the blockbuster supervillain team-up of the century continues. We've got Leviathan, the Invisible Mafia, and the Legion of Doom. All have descended on the city of Metropolis to challenge Superman at his most vulnerable moment. With the truth about the Man of Steel's secret identity out in the open, all the rules of engagement have changed and no one is safe. Guest starring the Justice League and Young Justice. We've got a main cover right here by John Romita, and the variant cover on Dom's side, no slouch. We've got Lucio Perillo with bullets. Superman's like, what? These bullets are just bouncing off?
What is that? Why do
that
people
tickles?
try?
I don't know. Why would you even try with bullets? I don't get it.
Like, I give up.
Superman. Next up from DC, we've got Detective Comics 1021. This is Ugly Heart. What?
Already?
I know. That's 21 issues ago that we had a celebration for both of those things. Detective 1021, which is Ugly Heart Part 2, the second half of a Two-Face story. Two-Face has returned, and his Church of the Two has grown into one of the most dangerous and destructive cults in Gotham. So why is the only person trying to kill Two-Face his own alter ego, Harvey Dent? Interesting. Batman at last has found hope of a permanent cure for his friend's evil split personality, but if there's hope of ridding the world of the dreaded Two-Face for good, Bruce and Harvey must team up to beat back the bad. That sounds fantastic. Main cover on my side is by Brad Walker. variant cover on Dom's side, phenomenal by Lee Bermejo. Holy crap, that's amazing. He is just... He comes off with Batman Damned, and they're like, you want to do some variant covers? He's like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I need to make a few more bucks.
Knocking him out of the park, man. Just killing it.
I like the blur effect.
I do, too.
On the Batarangs.
The Batarangs coming at you.
That's cool.
Big old blood moon in the background. I love that costume, too, because it looks real. Like, it looks, I don't know, it looks tangible. It looks like something somebody could wear to fight crime at night, dressed as a bat. I don't know. Whatever.
Shopping at Walmart.
That's right. Looks very comfortable. Looks like he's riding a motorcycle.
That's something John Gonzalez would wear.
Yeah, probably. Next from DC, I haven't really gotten an opinion from people that are reading this book. I've had a couple people say that it's fantastic. This is Tom Taylor's Suicide Squad. Issue number 4 is on FOC this Monday. Tom Taylor, of course, is the guy who was behind all of the Deceased stuff, so he actually killed it with that. So if you're reading Suicide Squad, let me know how it is, because I don't read comics, which is sad.
I don't like that version of Harley.
You don't? So this dude, the dude on the variant cover, his name's Jeremy Roberts. I don't know, I'm not familiar with his work, but he has some freaking covers that are coming out that are just amazing. Like, say what you will about Harley, but like the rest of the people... There's another one that I was looking at that was on my initial order that I did for February that had Deadshot on the cover, and it's just like, holy crap, this dude, I think he's gonna be somebody. It's pretty.
I am somebody.
You are. I am Groot. With the chaos of Task Force X's first mission behind her, Dr. Harleen Quinzel launches a psychological investigation into the current residents of Belle Reve, and when the infamous Harley Quinn is worried about someone else's mental health, you know there's a problem. What does Deadshot know about the machinations of their deadly new teammates, the Revolutionaries? Who are the Revolutionaries? Where do they come from? And why do they hate superheroes so much? Careful, Harley. Sometimes when you dig too deep, the monsters come crawling out. The main cover is by Bruno Redondo, who's also the interior artist on the book. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Jeremy Roberts. Okay? And lastly from DC this week, I was really nervous about this variant cover. The variant cover that's on Dom's side is by Rafael Grampa, who did the Batman Golden Child one-shot.
Yes.
He's got a very unique style. And I was like, man, him drawing Wonder Woman, I don't know how that's going to work.
I think it came out good.
But I think it came out fantastic. So this is Wonder Woman number 754. Jenny Frison is off of the variant covers. Rafael Grampa is stepping in. I think Jay Lee is slated to do a few as well. Just when she thought her troubles were over, Wonder Woman is thrust into a new adventure that takes her out of this world. Princess Maxima, the former ruler of planet Almerac, has crash-landed on our hero's doorstep and is desperate for help. Maxima's people are victims of a vicious lie, and only the truth she's discovered will set them free. With Wonder Woman by her side, can she retake her throne and bring back the planet's peaceful matriarchal society? Back on Earth, there is no peace, only War Master. The vengeful villainess has obtained a weapon of mass destruction that can wipe out the Amazons for good. Main cover on my side is by Robson Roca. Variant cover on Dom's side, Rafael Grampa.
There's a lot of work in that Rafael Grampa.
There really is, man. The detail in the mask on the knights, freaking awesome.
Wow.
Okay, I Am the Law comes back this week from IDW in stores on March 25th. We've got Judge Dredd, False Witness number 1 of 4. Written by Eisner-nominated Glyph Award-winning writer for comics and TV Brandon Easton, who's doing Star Trek Year 5, Transformers, and Agent Carter, with superstar artist Kai Zama from Death's Head and Transformers More Than Meets the Eye making her Judge Dredd debut. Justice Academy dropout Matthias Lincoln has built a comfortable life working as a courier for Mega City 1's most elite citizens. But after he uncovers a horrific conspiracy stretching from the cursed Earth to the city's seats of power, Matthias also finds himself pursued by legendary lawman Judge Dredd.
I am the law.
I Am the Law. So, 4-issue miniseries in stores March 25th. Judge Dredd, False Witness number 1.
Look at my variant.
There is a variant cover. I don't remember who it's by. I didn't bother to put it up because there was no image for it. So there is a B cover for Judge Dredd, but I don't have it. Next from IDW. So if you are following any of the Marvel Action stuff, you know that they just relaunched Marvel Action Spider-Man with Season 2. This is the same thing for Avengers. This is Marvel Action Avengers Season 2, Number 1. Year 2 begins here. Grab your favorite teammate, strap in for adventure, Avengers style. Every issue of this humorous, fun-filled series will find an Avenger paired up with an unlikely fellow superhero to thwart the plans of outrageous villains. First up, Thor and Ant-Man go antiquing? Anything to stop Loki's newest scheme. So, for those of you that don't know, Marvel Action is a brand that is an all ages, kid friendly comic book series. Not that regular Avengers is not, but it's a little more easy to read. It's not as complex. So if you've got young readers that are in that 6 to 12 range, these are great comics to read with them, especially if they're fans of the Marvel cinematic properties. So, right. Marvel Action Avengers Season 2, Number 1, right there, cover A on your screen. I'm pumped about this next one. The cover for this book is freaking amazing, and that's why I made it the featured cover of the week. Why hasn't this been done before? You've got robots and you've got Terminators. That cross-up practically writes itself.
That's awesome.
Transformers versus Terminator, number 1 of 4. It's Skynet versus Cybertron in a crossover for the ages. 1984, when a deadly race of machines emerge from another time, will a robotic guardian be able to protect the Earth from a dire future? Or will the T-800 fail in his mission to prevent the world from becoming a plaything to the Decepticons? That sounds awesome! I don't know why I'm so excited for this, but
it's cool.
But that cover is amazing!
You never in a million years thought of that.
No! Genius! Well done, IDW. That's genius right there. Main cover right there is by Gavin Fullerton. There's also a variant cover by Alex Milne that I don't have the image for. Transformers versus Terminator 4-issue miniseries from IDW. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah. From Marvel this week, we've got a couple things to talk about. First up, we have the Fantastic Four Marvel's Snapshot number 1. Just a one-shot. If you remember, I think we did an X-Men one. We've done a Captain America one. This is all kind of ancillary story to the Marvel series that's coming out. That's Alex Ross. Hi, Mike.
Mike, our UPS guys here.
Mike, the UPS guys. We just talked about DC, so...
Where's the child?
He's just one of the
It's
guys.
not here yet.
Hey, Facebook world, ask him, where's the child?
You're going to deliver it to me,
The child
so...
is delivered by
just
you.
make
I'm going to
sure-
ask
hey,
you, did you bring me the child?
Do you see Funko?
No, there's
what
no...
is
It's not
A
child.
bunch of
There's
the
no...
child.
Just remember one thing, and you can tell all of Facebook world. I got first dibs on the child.
He's going to be cracking the cases
You have-
open in
He
the,
has no
in the
idea how much
UPS.
of the child we ordered.
Yeah,
Did you order a
we
lot?
just ordered a bunch.
Well, you probably should have.
Right?
Better not overcharge. I
No.
swear.
I'm going to gouge people. I'm
You
going to
don't-
do that.
you can
That's mean,
You
man.
can gouge everybody else, just not me.
Just not Mike.
Okay.
All right, so we got Fantastic Four Marvel Snapshot number 1. Need me to sign?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to interrupt the show.
It's fine. We're only live on Facebook right now.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all
no,
good.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Thank you, sir. Our tour through Marvel history continues, showcasing Marvel's greatest characters from the Golden Age to today, all through the eyes of ordinary people. This time, writers Evan Dorkin of Milk and Cheese, which is kind of weird, and Sarah Dyer from Beasts of Burden, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, Superman the Animated Series, and artist Benjamin Dewey, who did the Autumn Lands, which is absolutely phenomenal, tell the tale of the 10-year high school reunion of the Fantastic Four's own Human Torch. His hometown of Glenville, Long Island is going wild, and we see it all through the eyes of the Torch's ex-girlfriend, Dory Evans, and reporter Marcia Hardesty. The preparations, the Torch's long history in the town, the festivities, and more. But there's a strange distance between Johnny Storm and his old schoolmates, one Dory knows all too well, and Marcia is determined to get to the bottom of. Featuring ex-villains, strange souvenirs, a weenie roast on the beach, and of course, the hulking inhuman hound known as Lockjaw. So that sounds less of a Fantastic Four book and more of a Human Torch book, which is only fitting since the Human Torch was one of those Golden Age characters published by Atlas that was one of, that existed prior to Marvel Comics.
Right.
So just a one-shot, $4.99. If you would like to order that, please let us know. Cover is by Alex Ross.
You know, there's just something about that cover.
It's cool. I mean, it's
Simple.
hot because it's Human
Simple.
Torch. You see what I did there?
Yeah,
It's cool. It's cool, but it's hot. It's hot, but it's cool. Such an idiot. Okay, Next up, and in stores on March 25th, we have Giant Size X-Men Nightcrawler number 1. Yeah.
Mickey Milton just
So,
spun around.
so if you've been in the store this week, you know that Giant Size Jean Grey and Emma Frost came out. These Giant Size books are all one-shots. However, there are 5 of them total. So they're technically a mini-series, but each issue is branded with a number 1. Jean Grey and Emma Frost that came out Wednesday is the first. Magneto is the second. Nightcrawler is the third. And there's 2 more that I haven't figured out yet. So, Jonathan Hickman is writing. Alan Davis, which should perk Randy's ears up, is doing the interior artwork for this as well as the cover. Haunt the Xavier School. Superstar writer Hickman teams with legendary artist Alan Davis for an eerie tale of adventure. When the X-Men lose contact with the Grey Malkin habitat, it falls to Nightcrawler to lead a mission into the unknown.
Huh.
Okay?
Mickey Milton's
$4,
super
and
excited.
that's good. I think a lot of people are going to be pumped. $4.99 for this one shot, just like the others. If you are subscribed to all of the X books, we went ahead and ordered these for you, so you don't have to let us know that you want them. But if you want to do that anyway, that's cool. I'll just double check that we ordered it for you. If you're not on all of the X titles and you really dig Nightcrawler, let us know so that we can have a copy set aside for you. Okay. Okay. Next from Marvel, in stores March 25th, we have Hellions number 1. So Fallen Angels has ended. That's over. It was a 6-issue series, even though nobody told us that. Hellions is kind of taking its place, sort of. I mean, since Psylocke is in it, that's really the only justification that I have about this. But bad is the new good. When Krakoa opened their doors to mutants and forgave all past crimes, they might have known they'd have to accept some of their worst foes into the fold. But they didn't plan for what to do with them. Not to worry, Mr. Sinister knows what to do with the troublemakers.
Of course he does.
Meet his new Hellions: Scalp Hunter, Wild Child, Empath, Nanny, Orphan Maker, Psylocke, and Havoc. Under Sinister's direction, they are sure to become productive members of mutant society. Writers Zeb Wells from Amazing Spider-Man and New Mutants and artist Steven Segovia bring you the team you're going to hate to love. The main cover on my side is by Steven Segovia. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Whilce Portacio.
It's a good cover.
Yeah, it is. So both of those are open to order. Let us know if you would like to subscribe to that. I've been quizzing all of the X fans as they've been coming in because there's a whole mess of stuff that is coming out of the Dawn of X thing. Okay, who's ready for the next big Marvel event? Are you? You're ready.
I am
Dom's ready. Dom's actually really ready because he likes this next stuff.
Yep.
Next from Marvel in stores March 25th, we have Road to Empire, Kree Skrull War number 1. The build-up to Marvel's massive event series of the spring begins here, but in actuality it began a millennia ago with a challenge on the moon. In the wake of Incoming, everything has changed for the Kree and the Skrulls, and out in the cold on Earth, the Warner family from Meet the Skrulls need to work out what has happened and what it means for the future of their family and their race. And that means educating their kids on just how the Kree and the Skrulls first went to war. This is a $4.99 one-shot. The main cover on my side is by Phil Noto.
Just forget that one.
Just forget that one.
Just that one.
Variant cover on Dom's side by Mr. Ron Lim. If you're interested in the Empire stuff, it's going to be Avengers and Fantastic Four centric. But you can certainly try this little one-shot out to see if you're interested about it, okay?
That's my boy on the cover.
Well, he's on the other one, too, up at the top.
But he looks more like himself here.
Gotcha. Road to Empire, the Kree Skrull War, number 1, just a one-shot, $4.99. Okay? From Boom this week, I'm super freaking stoked about this, even though I haven't read the last couple of issues of the series.
I made a contribution.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Yes. It's for my niece.
Nice.
Jurassic Park Funkos.
Very cool.
She loves Jurassic. They love Jurassic Park. Absolutely 1,000% love Jurassic
Who doesn't? If you don't like Jurassic Park...
Only the original, though.
Really?
I don't think
The other
Randy's
ones
ever seen
stink.
Jurassic
I like
Park.
all of them. Because I like dinosaurs.
Oh, well, yeah.
The more dinosaurs I get to see, the happier I am as a person.
All right, so Dom, why are there no Coke Cherry Zeros?
I don't know.
What do you? I don't know.
I'll have to put that on my list. He doesn't buy this crap, I do.
No, but
There's
we
beer
got
in there.
another kind of
You're okay. We got a fridge full of beer.
They just had cherry vanilla Coke Zero I saw at the store.
Yeah.
Because that's what I always get at the movie theaters, a cherry vanilla Coke Zero.
Yeah, that's odd. Did you drink that, Dom?
No. This is the first time I've had a Coke in a while.
Is it?
Well, yeah.
Except for the Tic Tacs. We haven't told them about the Tic Tacs.
I can tell you about the Coke Tic Tacs.
You know about the Coke Tic Tacs? No. See that little red thing right up there on the bookcase?
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Coke flavored Tic Tacs. You can get them at
Don't say
Target.
sorry. It's a show. It's
It is
Facebook.
a show. That's right.
Nobody cares how long you guys
Stuff just Dom because he's not supposed to be here
go.
today.
Yeah, Kevin.
It doesn't bother me. I got
You
no.
have more Kevin Smiths?
No.
All right. I'll just have to. I keep searching for a certain Kevin Smith. I forget which one it is. But all right. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
You too. That's the first cameo appearance of Mike, our UPS guy.
What's that?
Episode 22 of the Final Order Cutoff Show. Buy it now; it's going to go up in value.
That's right.
From Boom Studios this week, Once in Future number 7. It was only supposed to be 6 issues. What happened?
The end said to be continued.
Yeah, it sold so well that they decided to open it up to an ongoing series. So if you were subscribed to Once in Future, which was originally supposed to be a 6-issue miniseries, don't fret, fans, because you will get 7, 8, 9, and on until it's over. So
I hope they make this into a show.
that would be fantastic. The miniseries has been extended to an ongoing, although Bridget and Duncan were able to escape the other world. La 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 la. I don't want to. Their adventure is only just beginning. As the chaos of Arthur's return reaches London, an artifact at the British Museum is stolen. But is it Arthur who's interested in the relic, or someone or something new? Main cover right there is by Dan Mora. Get this, they're also doing an FOC cover by Jenny Frison, but I don't have an image for that. Come on, Boom.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's FOC.
Because she's amazing.
Yeah.
They
I would
probably.
take a chance on that. She does good work.
So originally with the solicit, there was when Once in Future was originally pitched to retailers, it was just going to be 6 issues. There were no variants. It was a Boom guaranteed title. Now that we're hitting number 7, there is going to be an FOC variant like Boom typically does. So if you want the main cover, which you're already subscribed to, if you want the variant cover, let us know. I don't have an image for you. I will try to see if I can find that before Monday. Okay? From Vault this week, I'm pretty pumped about this. I got to talk to these guys at the Comics Pro meeting. This is No One's Rose, number 1. Centuries after the fall of the Anthropocene, I think that's how you say it, the last vestiges of human civilization are housed in a massive domed city powered by renewable energy known as the Green Zone. Inside lives teenager Ten Gavrillo, a brilliant bioengineer who could rebuild the planet. But there's one problem. Her resentful brother Saren, like the gas, is eager to dismantle the precarious utopia. That's a lot of fancy words in that solicit, but that's what Vault does. They're kind of highbrow sci-fi. From the minds of Zach Thompson from X-Men and Yondu, and the debut writer Emily Horn, with artist Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque from Letter 44 and Avengers, comes a gorgeous and green solar punk world filled with strange biotechnology, harsh superstorms, and divisive ideologies that will tear Ten and Saren down to their roots as they fight for a better Earth.
Sounds good.
Main cover on my side is by Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Nathan Gooden.
I like that one.
And there's an FOC variant right down here, which is done by Adam Gorham. So No One's Rose, number 1. Kind of, you know what the if you scroll up, the second cover with his nose kind of like that reminds me of the stuff from Dune when they have to go outside.
Spice?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
not the spice, but I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
you know what I mean? When they wear the little nose thing. So No One's Rose, a new series debut from Vault Comics, is on FOC this coming Monday. A couple more, and then we are done. From Dynamite this week comes Killing Red Sonja, number 1. As if there wasn't enough Red Sonja stuff on the stands already, we gotta kill her off. An all-new series spinning out of the smash hit Red Sonja, a title written by Mark Russell. In order to become queen, Sonja the Red had to defeat an evil emperor, but that emperor had a son, and that son will do anything to exact his revenge,
Chucky.
even if it means embracing horrible magics he does not understand. Don't miss out on this series that will affect the Sonja series for years to come. Written by Mark Russell, art by Bryce Ingman and Craig Rousseau. Main cover is by Christian Ward. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Juan Guedion. Killing Red Sonja,
Those
number
are
1.
both good.
Yeah, the one on the left is creepy.
Yeah, it's awesome though.
Did I tell you about the time that Oliver did that when we went to the pediatrician? I mean, this is a fun story. Went to the pediatrician. He wanted to draw on something. They had a little pamphlet about kids up there, and he did exactly that, where he crossed out the eyes of the kid that was on the pamphlet, and it was like, oh my God, are you going to murder people? Hopefully not. He's pretty upbeat. Wow, unstable. All right, moving along. From Archie this week comes Super Duck, number 1 of 5. Super Duck is the greatest hero of Ducktropolis. He's brash, arrogant, and virtually unbeatable. He's defeated all threats to the city and routinely foils the schemes of his greatest rival, criminal genius and corporate billionaire Dapper Duck. But now, 3 years later, Super Duck has fallen on hard times. Down on his luck, and with his superheroing days as a distant memory, he's reduced to appearing at comic conventions for measly appearance fees. So when he's approached by a rival of Dapper to be his personal bodyguard and accompany him on his many adventures, Super has to decide if he's ready to don his cape once more in this series for mature readers. Really? Which doesn't look like it at all, and it's published by Archie, so...
It's a shame click.
I think I ordered that as a kid's book, and now after I read the solicit, I'm like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have done that. The main cover on my side is by Ryan Jampol, who's doing the interior artwork. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Derek Charm. I don't know that we need 5 covers for Super Duck number 1. Then we've got cover C on my side, which is by Andy Fish. Cover D on Dom's side is also by Adam Gorham. And last but not least, we've got cover E by Erica Henderson. So Super Duck, 5-issue miniseries that is for adults. It's not kids.
That's amazing.
Right? And it sounds fun. It sounds like a weird Howard the Duck sort of thing, but kind of fun and kind of different. Okay, lastly this week, we've got Valiant returning with a new Exo Man-O-War number 1. Eric of Dacia, a 5th century warrior catapulted into the modern day, has been bonded with the sentient alien armor Shanhara. Together they are the most powerful weapon in the world, Exo Man-O-War. As a mysterious new villain arises to threaten the world, will this ancient warrior evolve into the superhero we need today? So there's 4 available covers for this thing. The main cover on my side up here is by Christian Ward. The B cover on Dom's side is stunning, and it's by Jeff Deckel. I don't know how you say his name. The C cover, which is no slouch either, is by Rod Rice. And then you've got a blank. So I'll probably look through sales information. If you were on the last Exo Man-O-War, we'll put you on this new one. If you are interested in picking this up for the first time, let us know which cover you would like to order, and we'll get it done for you. Okay. We got a new segment for this show this week. It's called Who Does Number 2 Work For? At least that's what I'm calling it for now.
Yeah.
Might have to work some things out for that. What I wanted to do, I was when we were at Comics Pro with Carissa and I, we were brainstorming, because the problem that we have is we always typically order number 1s, unless it's the 2020 stuff that nobody asks for. Right. And you guys come in and you buy the number 1s off the rack, which is fantastic, and we appreciate that. But here's the catch. So by the time that number 1 is out, number 2 is on FOC that following Monday. So number 1 comes out on Wednesday. You've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You've got 5-6 days to read that comic and let us know if you're interested in it, if you would like a copy of number 2. So this week, there's no pictures. We're just going to run through this really quick. These are all number 2s that are on FOC this Monday. Most of these books came out this Wednesday. So if you grabbed one of these books off of the rack, if you read it, if you enjoyed it, please let us know if you would like to order it so that we can make sure that we have a copy for you. Because inevitably what happens is we order big on number 1. Number 1 sells for a very, very long time. It's got a long tail of sales. Number 2 dries up because everybody doesn't pick up number 2. They pick up number 1 because they want to read it for speculation purposes, whatever. Nobody comes back to the book for number 2. So I cut my numbers for number 2. And a lot of times that ends up with people saying, hey, I read this. What issue is it on now? I kind of forgot about it. It's been a while. And by that time, we're on issue 4, and I'm sold out of number 2, and I can't get back issues. So we're taking it's going to take no time whatsoever to go through this. But we just wanted to talk about some of the books that have issue number 2s that are on FOC this Monday. Hopefully that makes sense. And I might have to add pictures because it's just kind of a block of text. From Ablaze, we have Cimmerian Queen of the Black Coast number 2. For those of you who don't remember, this one has not come out yet, but this is the Ablaze Comics version of Conan the Barbarian. It's adult, it's got sex and violence and more gore and all that stuff that Marvel can offer you. So if you're on any of the Conan stuff, you might want to check that out. Again, our orders for number 1 are already in. I think it comes out next week, but number 2 is on FOC on Monday. So that's one of the crappy things about Final Order Cutoff is sometimes I have no information for sales on number 1, and I already have to order number 2. So if it sounds cool, if you're interested in it, let us know. From Dark Horse this week, we had Hidden Society number 1 that came out on Wednesday. Number 2 is on FOC this Monday. That is Raphael Albuquerque's kind of dark magic 4-issue miniseries. If you grabbed the copy off the rack, if you read it, if you enjoyed it, let us know so that we can get you a copy of number 2. From DC this week, we had Amethyst number 1 that came out on Wednesday. Amethyst number 2 is on FOC on Monday. So if you picked up Amethyst, if you enjoyed it, if you're a fan of all the Young Justice stuff, let us know that you want to add it to your subscription so that we can make sure that we have a copy of issue 2 for you. From IDW, TMNT Jenica number 2 is on FOC Monday. Number 1 came out this Wednesday. It is a 3-issue miniseries that's spotlighting the newest female addition to the Turtles roster. So if you picked that up, if you read it, let us know if you want to add it to your subscription or if you would like to pull a copy. From Image, we have On the Stump number 2. That came out last week, I believe. Kind of a weird political thriller kind of fighting story. Which is ironic because of what's happening with the election and all that stuff right now. But again, if you read it, if you picked it up off the rack and you read it and you enjoyed it, let us know so we can order a copy of number 2 for you. Marvel's got a few. First of all, there's the cough. I think that's the first time I've coughed this whole show. 2020 Forceworks number 2 is on FOC on Monday. I didn't order copies of number 1 because nobody asked for it when we did this show. We've had people that have come in after the fact and said, "Hey, where's 2020 Forceworks?" I have to order it for you because I didn't order any. So if you got a copy somewhere or if you want to subscribe to all the 2020 stuff, let us know so that we can add it to your subscription. Also, we have Falcon and Winter Soldier number 2 that's on FOC. Number 1 was out this week. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 2, which comes out next week, so I don't even have sales numbers for that. I have to FOC number 2 before number 1 comes out. And Wolverine number 2, which was out last week. So if you picked up Wolverine, hopefully a lot of you did. You read it. If you enjoyed it, let us know so that we can order you a copy. And lastly, we have Aftershock God Killers number 2. That sold surprisingly well. I don't know what the hell it's about, even after reading the solicit. I know that there's a pair of army boots and some tentacles, so maybe it's soldiers fighting aliens. But if you picked that up and you enjoyed it, let us know so that we can get you a number 2. So that's it. That's my little soapbox spiel for who does number 2 work for. It works for you as long as you tell us that you want to order it. Okay? And now, finally, the grand finale, the big thing. We have the entire list of all of the comics that are on FOC this Monday, March 2nd. Hopefully, if you watched the show before, you know how this all works. The item code is over here on the far left. Then you have the publisher, and then you have the actual title over here on the right by Dom. Look at how long my arm is.
I know.
It's so cool. But what you can do if you're interested in any of this stuff, you want to show them, you want to do a walkthrough, even though we do it every time, find one that piques your interest. There we go. Amped number 2, cover B from Absolute Comics. All you have to do is copy that diamond code from the far left column, paste that into a web browser, and hit enter. The first thing that's going to come up with that diamond code is is the listing at previewsworld.com, which they can't find that particular book. That's great. That's why Absolute is on FOC. It seems like every freaking... Go down to a real publisher. Not that they're not a real publisher, but... Item not found. Yeah. Get past Absolute. Get Action or Archie or Boom or one of those guys. Okay, fine. You know what? Go to the Once and Future Jenny Frizen cover. Let's see if it's been uploaded yet. So, there you go. Oh, it's not even on there. That's interesting. There it is, right there. Once and Future number 7 FOC Jenny Frizen variant. That's awesome. So that they must have uploaded that between last night and this morning. Because last night I went through and typed this all up. This morning I went on the Facebook or on the website and grabbed all of the images. So there you go. That, folks, is the Jenny Frizen FOC variant to Once in Future number 7, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So that's how this works. Go through the. You want to hit me back to the regular, to the title. There we go. Grab any of the images right there from the far left column, or grab any of the descriptions there from the far left column, copy and paste that into a web browser, and Bob is your uncle. You have all of that information at your fingertips. Let us know. Let us know before Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If we're not your home store, that's totally cool. Let your shop know before the end of the day on Monday. Better yet, reach out to them and ask them when they would like your FOC order so that you can get whatever things that you want to order. So that's it.
That's it.
That's all I have for you. Thanks for tuning in. And again, if you're we're doing this live right now. If you're not on Facebook, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. We hit 100 followers. Thank you very much. I've got to sit down and figure out how to change our YouTube URL so that we can get you a link that's very easy to get to. But if you haven't yet, go to YouTube, search for Hall of Justice Comics, find our page there, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so that you get notifications when we post new content. So, not nude content, new content.
Could be.
That's a whole nother channel.
It would be. Very popular one.
Thank you, guys and gals. Have a great weekend. Hope everybody is not sick like we are, and we'll see you around the store. Have a great one. Peace.